You grab a handful of nuts thinking you're making the perfect healthy choice, right? But what if that healthy snack is the very thing keeping you from your weight loss goals? What if I told you that some nuts could be setting you up for bloating, digestive issues, and even something called nutrient toxicity? The truth about this popular snack is probably not what you think. Hey everyone, welcome. We've all heard that nuts are a superfood. I mean, they're loaded with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, and they're always recommended as a great snack for managing your weight. But there's a darker side to this crunchy snack that most people just don't see. You might be eating them by the handful, thinking you're on the right track, but these so-called diet foods could be the real reason the scale isn't budging. So today we're breaking down 4 hidden ways nuts might be destroying your diet and leading to some unwanted side effects. First up, let's talk about the biggest and most obvious issue with nuts. They are incredibly dense in calories. Because they're so high in those healthy fats, the calories add up, fast. For example, just 1 ounce of almonds, that's about 23 almonds, has around 163 calories. A single ounce of macadamia nuts? You're looking at over 200 calories. Now be honest with yourself, who actually stops at just 1 small handful? It's so easy to mindlessly eat 2, 3, or even 4 times that amount while you're watching TV or sitting at your desk. That small snack can quickly blow up into a 400 or 500 calorie bomb, which is basically a small meal. Research shows that while eating nuts in moderation is fine, going overboard can definitely lead to weight gain. The line between a healthy portion and a diet-destroying one is surprisingly thin. The fix here is all about strict portion control. Don't eat straight from that giant bag. Measure out a single serving, which is about a quarter cup or 1 small handful, and then put the bag away. This one simple habit can stop you from accidentally sabotaging your diet with hundreds of extra calories. Have you ever felt gassy, bloated, or just generally uncomfortable after eating nuts? You are definitely not alone. This is the second way nuts can throw your system for a loop. You see, many nuts contain compounds called phytates and tannins. They're often called anti-nutrients because they can bind to minerals like iron and zinc, making it harder for your body to absorb them. But more importantly for your immediate comfort, they can make nuts really hard to digest. On top of that, the high-fat content in nuts can trigger digestive issues for some people, especially when you eat a lot of them at once. This fat can overwhelm your system and lead to some pretty unpleasant symptoms. And if you have a sensitive gut or something like IBS, certain nuts are bigger troublemakers than others. Cashews and pistachios, for instance, are high in something called FODMAPs, which are carbs that can cause serious bloating and pain for sensitive people. To help with these digestive problems, you can try soaking raw nuts in water for a few hours before you eat them. This is often called activating the nuts, and it helps break down some of those phytates, making them way easier on your stomach. The third problem isn't really with the nuts themselves but how they're prepared. While raw nuts are full of good-for-you fats, that story changes completely when they're roasted in unhealthy oils. A lot of the roasted nuts you buy in the store are cooked in cheap, industrial seed oils that are high in inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. When you eat too many of these, they can throw off your body's omega-3 to omega-6 balance, which contributes to chronic inflammation, something that's linked to all sorts of health problems, including weight gain. Roasting can also damage the delicate fats inside the nuts, causing them to go rancid. And you do not want to be eating rancid fats. So what do? You have to become a label detective. Always read the ingredients list. Look for nuts that are labeled raw or dry roasted, which means they were cooked without any added oils. Even better, just roast them yourself at home in a dry pan or in the oven. That way you get all the delicious flavor without any of the junk. And that leads us right into our final point, the deception of flavored nuts. Honey roasted, salted, candied, BBQ flavored. They might sound tasty and maybe even kind of healthy, but they're often just junk food in disguise. These coatings are packed with added sugar and sodium, turning a perfectly good food into something that works against you. A tiny quarter cup of honey-roasted nuts can have 7 grams of added sugar or even more. Salted nuts can be a disaster for your blood pressure, with some brands packing over 150 milligrams of sodium into one little serving. These additives spike your blood sugar, trigger more cravings, make you retain water, and lead to weight gain. Everything you're trying to avoid. Instead of falling for these imposters, get creative in your kitchen. You can make your own amazing spiced nuts by just tossing raw nuts with your favorite spices, like cinnamon, cayenne, or cumin, and then lightly toasting them. You get all the flavor you crave without the sugar and salt. So to quickly recap, nuts can absolutely be a healthy part of your diet, but you have to watch out for these 4 traps: the crazy high-calorie count that makes overeating so easy, the digestive issues from anti-nutrients, the unhealthy fats and oils in roasted nuts, and all the sugar and salt hiding in flavored nuts. Nuts aren't the enemy, not at all. But how you eat them makes all the difference. Moderation and making smart choices are everything. By just being aware of these potential traps, you can enjoy all the amazing health benefits of nuts without letting them secretly wreck your diet. What's your favorite type of nut, and how do you like to eat it? Let me know down in the comments. And if this video cleared things up for you, I'd love it if you hit that like button and subscribe for more health and nutrition tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.